Welcome back. We just left off. Our group was doing some recon work for Basidia in Neverlight Grove and stumbled into this weird garden of horrors where there's some creatures buried up to their necks in the ground. And it seems like they're they're having a rough time. And just as they were determining what to do, this large, weird, grotesque looking creature spoke to them and then rushed at them. So we're going to jump straight back into it, and everyone roll initiative.
God damn
Rolling
it.
initiative. Ooh, I got an 18.
Oh, man.
I got a 10.
Oh no.
Can I tell you guys how awesome this is? The last time I did this, I had to punch those numbers into D&D Beyond for you, and it just automatically filled them in.
Yeah,
It's
That's-
nice, ain't
oh,
it?
nice. Yes.
Always.
that's
Always. Always. Look at Birdman. I go
Alright.
last and I still kick ass. Shut up, bitch!
that last
You
battle was
shut
not
up!
kicking ass. You ate ass. We got watch out, guys. We got a
This
squirter.
is nuts.
Listen, sometimes you gotta go into the brown eye and just see God.
You didn't have a choice to go into the brown eye. They forced you in. They reverse raped you.
Sometimes you gotta go to see the higher picture.
An 8.
Last time, all three of you were inside
Prince rolling his
of
fancy
another
dice.
creature. You all three were raped by another creature. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All three of you had.
I'm the
right.
reason you got out.
No, your reasoning behind it is it wasn't long.
That's like saying it was only the tip.
Yeah, you only got through it, bitch, because you didn't come near it.
Can we double check you guys can see the map and everything?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we
All right,
can.
Fucking
All
dope.
right.
Oh man. Look at this, look at this. All right.
Okay.
Oh, so he's not like super close to us. Okay.
We got
No.
teams
God.
mixed up though.
Okay, so rolling right into combat. At the top of our initiative order, it's Shu, followed by Harvey, and then Jim Jar. So Harvey and Jim Jar start thinking about what you want to do. Shu, you are up.
I
with
would
your
like
7 hit points.
I would like to use my regular potion of healing that I have first as my action.
Okay.
Which how much does a potion of healing give?
Ooh. Hang on.
Instead of doing that, you should have just came near me.
Nah, it's fine.
Because I could have just used cure wound.
Potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 2. Okay.
Is that right?
So that's gonna give me 5 points of health back.
Okay.
Let's do that.
It's not near that. So I've healed as a bonus. Can I try and talk to them as my bonus action? I guess. I don't know
Yeah,
if that's
sure.
how I use my. Okay. Shit. Excuse me. We were invited to witness the unity and be happy. Where's this all this hostility and aggression coming from?
You can only be happy when you are part of the whole.
Okay. Well, this is the wrong way to do that. I would assume.
Oh.
Where's your leader?
It's not responding.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
Did
I will
he say
have-
we gotta be part of the whole?
the whole. Yep. I'll have. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. That's my whole thing then.
Not the whole, but the whole.
The whole the circle. We said like the circle.
The second.
That's my goal.
All right. Next we have Harvey. Jim Jar, you're up after Harvey. Harvey, what are we doing?
So just to clarify, the hole is in the ground, right?
You're asking If it's the hole in the ground.
Why are you talking to the son of a bitch? Can I yell that in time?
Is that your final question? Okay. It doesn't respond. It just grunts and
God, you gotta hate to love a dog.
starts.
Boy.
I mean, it's already in the process, like in battle, like moving towards you, so it doesn't respond.
Was that your action?
No, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see about flying down and using my flight to move around the wall and put myself essentially right in front of them.
Oh, well, let me reposition this because it really should have been here anyway. Okay.
Well, actually, I think I've learned my lesson. What I'm going to do is keep it short and simple. I'm going to go for 3 attacks. All 3 are going to be unarmed strike. I'm going to do 2 attacks for my first action, and first 2 actions, and then my third bonus action is actually going to be unarmed as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, all 3 attacks hit. All right. Okay. So let me just do this here real quick. All right. So you quickly fly over, and before these things can even react, in very quick succession, almost like just the movement of your hands is like a blur as you strike this thing repeatedly in the same exact spot, and it just basically crumples and then like just falls back dead. So
Nice.
it's dead. Okay. All right, Jim Jar, you are up.
I'm gonna point at the big. Let me see what range is this? Target in range. You point your finger at a target in range. Your magic doesn't say any range. What does range says? 30 feet. Okay. So first I'm gonna move 30 feet from it. So let me see here. 5, 10. Are these rocks? Are the rocks height? Can I walk on those rocks, or am I isolated to the middle section here?
This middle path here it doesn't have any elevation and wouldn't be considered like difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So you could, if you wanted to, slip right by Shu and go in front of him.
Okay. So 2 seconds.
What's your speed?
My speed, I think it's 30. How do I double check my speed? I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good.
Yep, says 5. Yep, looking for it. 25 feet. 25 feet. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Damn, that thing's still out of range. Okay. Yeah, you can move me 25 feet. You can move me there. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, right by the rocks. That thing is still out of range. I can't reach it with my spell. So what I was gonna do is do a true strike, but I can't figure that out yet. So I am going to cast. I ain't gonna cast shit. I'm gonna shoot a arrow at his ass. Pull out my short bow and roll to hit. A 9.
A 9 misses. So you quickly run up and take aim, and then just unfortunately, the arrow is just a little bit off mark, and doesn't even actually seem like the thing you were shooting at even realizes that you shot at it. It's so focused on what's in front of it being Harvey.
Got it. For my bonus action, I am going to. These are rocks. Are these considered rocks along the sides here?
Yes.
Cool. From a bonus action, I'm going to. Since I'm right next to one, it looks like I'm right next to a rock.
Yes.
Can I engage the hide and use my, disguise against the rocks kind of thing?
I don't see why not.
All right. Since I'm
Yeah.
right next to rocks, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to hide.
Yeah. Okay. You are hidden.
Sweet.
All right. Well, the thing that would have been next is dead. So then we go to the next one in line. All right. Let's see here. All right.
Wait a minute, I just realized I am literally in the forefront of everybody, and I'm the first to probably get hit, both by enemy and friendly fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
No one told you to go be the vanguard. You have a breath weapon. Did you forget?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering why you went in for a close range combat.
Let the bird be the hero.
You my boy Blue.
It's going to war by itself.
What are the 5 Ds of dodgeball?
Dodge, duck, dick, dive, and dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Too bad they named a ball or a wrench.
Sorry,
He's really-
taking a
he's
look at
really
something
thinking.
real
By the
quick.
way, I think that's the first arrow I've missed.
I think it is.
I'm like, what do you mean I've missed? I never miss.
I never miss. This is
Square is
insane.
5 feet, right?
Okay. So, so this thing is going to release a cloud of spores that are basically going to fill like a 10-foot radius. So if we're looking, you guys can see my cursor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So this area right here is going to be filled with these spores. Any flesh and blood creature in the cloud when it appears or that enters it must make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
A question. Anything within like this circle is where the spores are?
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Oh, you can annotate on Zoom. Sorry.
Oh, Can you do me a favor and actually make this circle smaller and put it just on these 4 squares right here?
Yeah. I was gonna use
I
it
see it
to
now.
mark my movement, like where I wanted to go. That way, just
Yes.
made it easier for him and stuff.
Yep. Hang on. So back up. I'll go ahead and put something down real quick for that.
Okay.
That way you don't have to use your thing for it. Boom. There we go.
What?
All right. So that's
We've
the
got
area.
powers now?
I know, this is so cool.
Huzzah!
Virtual. This is working out. Anyway, so DC 12 Constitution saving throw, Harvey.
You know how to play me, Blue?
Nope.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh God, we gotta fight the bird.
Jesus. We gotta kill the bird.
Okay. Give me 1 second here.
Don't sound so depressed.
You're gonna get infected with a different form of madness.
You win the
Just-
madness.
Just when I think about it, they pulled me back in.
No one told you to go in and be Rambo. You're not built for this.
You can fly. You can fly.
And no one told you to use all of your movement to get there and then be stuck. So what did we learn here at the
All right, so as this cloud like just bursts around you, you kind of like swat your hands trying to like clear it, And as soon as you remove your hands, you see in front of you 6 more like myconid uh, creatures that look like they're mixed with drow, like rising up right behind the big one that just attacked you.
We see the same amount, right? Or we see a fog.
You guys can see the anyone who's got line of sight. So Drax, actually, yeah, all of you can see the spores that just burst over top of Harvey.
Do you guys not see that they're multiplying?
I know.
Yeah, you're the
saying
one,
it,
yeah.
and we're going. We don't see it.
Yeah, that's essentially what's happening. Yeah. Then it will get worse since that's your second time getting infected with madness. All right, yeah, that's it. Next we have this guy is going to and get like we'll put him right here. That's close enough to hit. All right, and then we will attack. Oh, that's a big miss.
It sounded like you were taking the shit.
That's a big miss. All right. Next one is going to move right up there and is also going to attack.
Does it have to do a DC 12?
It does not.
Okay. Just
Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
All right, that's also a miss. So both of them in quick succession run up and like take swats at you. And even though you're seeing many more beyond them, you're still able to kind of like dodge out of the way and avoid getting hit. And then we come to Drax.
probably because he's panicking like crazy and he's dodging everything.
Can I move my 30 feet and hold in a reaction?
Yeah, where do you want to move?
Put me around Jim.
Use the annotations, Jay. We have technology.
Listen, I don't know how to do that, and I'm not even gonna try.
You want to go right there or?
Okay.
Around Jim Jar, about 1 box back, where you have the diamond at. 1 box back.
All right. So where was that? Right here?
1 over. No, over. You're going forward. Over.
Up, down, left, right.
Up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And do I have sight of any of them? Or that smoke is...
Yeah, the one below Harvey, you can see that one.
And that's within 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Boomerang!
Roll it, Jay.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 doesn't hit. I'm sorry. So
I tried, Don. I really did.
You aimed properly. The boomerang goes and is heading in the direction of the creature, but it seems to kind of just deflect and bounce off of it.
I mean, it gotta hit somebody. If it doesn't hit the creature, I would rather it hit a dot. I'm trying to help him get over his misery.
Maybe if you get a nat 1, we'll see what happens.
Ooh, don't tempt me.
All right, that's your turn. We're back up to the top. We are at Shu again.
Okay. I am going to.
Oh yeah, I just realized I don't have a marker for Gaul.
And Stool's not with us, right?
No,
no.
he stayed back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have a token for.
I don't think I ever made Gaul. Can you put me right there?
Sure can.
Thank you. That should be within my 30 feet. Then I am going to. Okay, I'm gonna bonus bring Ingress over and put him in front of me, and then I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the big guy.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a 14 to hit the big guy.
Ooh. You can see the cloud kind of like shoot through the spore cloud, and interestingly enough, doesn't seem to move any of it out of the way. It still is hanging in that area, and you can tell that it goes through on the other side, but it just barely starts to kind of frost the front part of that big slime fungal creature, but doesn't seem like it did any damage.
All right, well that's my go. Shit.
All right, Harvey.
Okay, is there a way for me to tell like which ones are real or not, or do they all look real?
They look real to you.
Since he's in the circle, does he have to roll again or no?
No.
Damn.
Is the big guy still in front of me?
That one still is in front of you, yeah.
Okay, then even though I'm surrounded, I'm going to go after the boss.
Okay.
So is he taking up all that space in front of me?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's occupying 4 squares. He's a big boy.
Way to do it, Birdman.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to attack, do 2 attacks, followed by a flurry of blows.
They all hit. Why couldn't you have rolled one of those to save yourself from getting infected earlier?
You're asking too much of him.
That was 27 damage?
24.
24. Okay, thank you. All right. So you, even though you're like super distracted by all the extra creatures that popped up, you're not sure what's going on. You're not sure exactly. You do know that the thing directly in front of you is what already is that you come at you and attacked you. And just as you did before with the other one, a flurry of attacks in quick succession. Why can't I say that right? In the same spot, and you end up doing a fair amount of damage to it. And as it kind of like reels back a little bit, it steps forward just as quickly. And then one of the heads that's kind of like buried in the ground, like the drow female that you saw earlier, one of them like just kind of like crumples and seems like it's being squeezed, and some sort of like foul, dark, brown, muddy, liquid with like chunks of stuff shoots up out of it, flies directly over to the big slimy guy, and he seems to absorb it. And the damage that you saw that was done to it seems to have kind of like repaired a bit of itself.
That's nasty.
So that's the guy running around with a boneyard.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
show some respect.
Okay. All right, Jim Jar, you are up third.
Okay, I'm gonna move right in front of Drax. Boom, right there, which is only like what, 5, 10, 15 if I go around him. Putting that big thing in the background in my true strike range. So I'm going to use my cantrip, my bonus action first, my true strike. I point a finger at the target in range, and with my magic, it gives me brief insight in the target's defenses, giving me advantage on my next turn for attacking, which I haven't used my attack yet. So does that count within the same turn if I use my cantrip as a bonus action, then my attack?
Well, yeah, you know what? We'll allow it for now. We can take a look afterwards, but for now, yeah, let's err on the side of you guys.
All right, so I'm casting my true sight. I'm concentrating on it really quick before I do my attack. Do I learn anything about its weaknesses?
You cannot sense any weaknesses.
Okay, not even. And is it still more fungal in its nature?
It's surpassed anything that you would consider like a natural fungal growth, like a typical myconid. There's definitely something evil and twisted about this in the way that it's transcended its previous myconid form.
Okay. Having said that, I will go ahead and draw my short bow with advantage. And since it's technically engaged with Harvey, I can probably use my sneak attack as well, correct? As long as it's engaged, I can use my sneak attack.
I mean, yeah. Even then, yeah. I mean, I think you're still hidden because you haven't attacked yet. So, yeah, you would have it even if he wasn't next to him.
All right, here we go. So, rolling my first to see what it gets. That was a 16. And roll again to see if I get a higher one just in case. And a 23. So 23 definitely probably hits.
Yep.
All right, cool. And rolling my first bit of damage, which is a 4, and then my sneak attack, which is currently 2d6, a 3d6. Woohoo! Yes, I love leveling up. 4 plus 12, which is 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay. All right. So, you hid yourself on your last turn. You kind of snuck up into a position where this thing not only is distracted by Harvey, but has no awareness that you're there, which makes it a lot easier, even though you couldn't discern that there were any weak spots on this thing or any weaknesses in general. You were still able to plant a solid shot on it into some of the parts that Harvey already hit when he attacked. And it's a crossbow, right? Crossbow?
No, it's a short bow. Short bow.
Okay. So your arrow ends up lodging directly in the same spot, and it kind of, again, like reels back a little bit and then surges forward one more time. Another head that's buried ends up being crushed and sprouted and just wrung, all of the life essence just drawn out of it, and this thing absorbs it back. How much damage did you do again?
That was 12 plus 14, which is 16.
16. Okay.
No,
12,
12 plus 4.
4 is 16.
So out of the 13 heads, there are now only 11.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And these heads, as you said, are located down here along the bottom, correct? Around here somewhere?
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So again, it seems to have like recovered a bit, but not as much as before. It does look like this attack, this entire encounter is already taking a toll on it.
Quick question. I didn't roll for my little owl dude. He's supposed to have his own initiative. For now, in case I do need to use him, does he just go after me?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to roll another initiative for him?
No. We'll just have him follow directly after you.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
He's still chilling on my back then.
Okay.
He's still chilling somewhere on me.
Okay, that's your turn?
Yep.
All right. And then we're going to move on to Homeboy again.
It's nice knowing you, Harvey. That's at the end of the line.
So this thing, it's taken some damage. It seems to like kind of puff itself up a little bit and then kind of shoot forward with its hands. And then this cone of like this horrible brown, yellow, acidic looking spores, very different from what you've seen before, and even different than the cloud that's in front of you, ends up shooting out of it directly in front of it in about the 30-foot cone. So everybody needs to roll a dexterity saving throw, and you're wanting to get higher than 12.
13, 12.
Well,
I got a 9.
All right, so the only one that failed was Shu.
Yes.
I rolled a 12.
He matched it.
Yeah, a match. It like AC. Well, no, actually, if we do it like AC, then that means it is a hit.
No, if it meets a save, they save from it.
Oh yeah, it actually
It's for a
says it.
save. Yeah.
I got to roll for Ingress too. Ingress rolled a 9 as well, so
All right. Okay.
twinsies. And I'll roll for Gaul. Gaul
Dax,
saved. He got a 15.
Where is Gaul?
He doesn't have an icon, but she's here in spirit.
Right now, nothing. Right now, nothing. That is its turn. So we're gonna go to the next thing. These two that are on the side of Harvey, they're gonna have. Let's see here. This one is gonna move right here, and then this one is right there. Okay, so the first one is going to go ahead and attack Harvey. That's the one that's just a down one and to the left. And that is gonna be wow. Okay, that's definitely a miss. Okay, and the next one is going to attack Ingress, and Ingress is 17.
Oof, that hits.
Okay. All right. Good Lord, the damage on that attack is 3.
Yay!
Right? All right, and we are now to Drax.
Just for shits and giggles, the one that's right next to this guy,
Okay.
I want to do Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Does that hit him as well?
What are the details for Sacred Flame?
Flame like radius descent on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from cover for the saving throw.
It sounds like it only targets one creature.
So I want to do that creature.
Okay. Is it like a dex?
It's a cantrip.
Is it a dex saving throw?
Yeah.
What's the DC?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Yes,
does
it's
say.
at 12.
Okay.
I was getting to it. Stay muted.
So slow.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
God damn it.
Does anything happen on a failed save? Or I mean a successful save? It only takes damage if you fail?
Yeah.
Okay.
The target must succeed on the saving throw or take 1d8.
I gotcha.
It
Okay.
doesn't say anything else.
All right. You moving? Is that your turn?
That was a cantrip.
Well, yeah, it's still an action.
Yeah.
It just doesn't require a spell slot.
Yeah. I guess.
I don't guess. I know.
No, I'm saying I guess that's my turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Damn, you ain't gotta be mean. Shit.
All right. We are back to the top.
Back
Shu,
to
you
watching
are
my
up.
fucking game.
All right, so I'm gonna have Ingress attack the guy in front of him,
Okay.
and I am going to Ray of Frost the smaller guy next. That's a little bit further back.
Okay.
So for Ingress, he gets a +4 to hit with his PR. He got a natural 1+4.
Oh, and he's
And
trying to hit with
four.
his spear.
Yeah, with the spear, and then I'm Ray of Frosting now, and I got a dirty 20. So that's gonna be a total of 7 damage. Yeah.
And that was on the same. You were attacking the same one as.
No, so Ingress attacked the one right in front of him, and I attacked
Gotcha.
the one that's further down.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And that was how much damage? 7.
7, yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
Frost
Yeah,
damage, and it's next. HP is reduced by 10 to the start of my next one.
Okay. So Ingress ends up fumbling. He's using a spear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ends up fumbling with his attack, and the spear drops as he goes to attack, and then he, as he's going to try and retrieve it, ends up kicking it, so it's now behind this one in front of him in the spore cloud. And of course, as far as the damage is concerned, you hit the one, it's not even paying attention to you because it was one of the ones that was striking at Harvey. And it ends up taking this blast of energy in the back and kind of seems to start cracking and freezing a little bit and moving much slower, and a big huge chunk of it like falls off onto the ground. It's still moving, but it looks severely damaged at this point.
Cool. And then I'm gonna just use my movement to just go right there.
All right, give me 1 second here.
Run away!
All right, Harvey, you're up.
Okay, I still have a poison drow dart or crossbow. Is it possible for me to use that as a weapon?
Sorry, say that again.
He wants a shank.
Okay, so the first attack, you can add your proficiency to it, so d20 plus your proficiency, which would be a 2.
And I get 2 attacks per turn, so my second attack is just going to be an unarmed strike.
All right, so that second attack misses. The first one with the bolt hits, and the second one with your unarmed strike hits. So the damage for the crossbow bolt, because it's something that's designed as like a range kind of thing, is going to be a D6. Okay.
Does any of the poison affect it?
Okay. All right. It does not. I specifically didn't want to tip that off in case you decided to use your, make poison damage for your unarmed attack. Correct. Yes. So yeah, so you stab it with the bolt, and it doesn't actually do any damage, even like piercing or bludgeoning or anything. It seems like it sinks in, and like it just seems to become part of it somehow. It didn't affect it. The punch, however, as it was distracted from getting stabbed, does do some damage, and ends up breaking a little chunk of its chest off, the same one that was hit with that you punched earlier and Jim Jar's arrow sunk into. That like a whole chunk of its body just kind of drops to the side from that attack, and it is definitely looking rough. The part that fell off has the bolt in it still. Whether there's any poison left on it is a whole other story. Jim Jar, you are up.
I'm going to use my bonus as steady aim, which gives me advantage, and I'm going to focus on the creature that I hit before that Harvey just hit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my advantage to do my sneak attack and strike at it with a bolt from my short bow. I'm going to try to create some damage for this dude. So my first attack on it is 21. My second attack on it is a nat 20, 25. Yes.
And what was the second attack?
25. Nat 20.
Like what type? What was the attack?
No, it wasn't a second attack. I had advantage, so I rolled twice to see which one would be.
Gotcha. Okay, yes.
Bigger one.
Okay.
So that's my short bow, which is 2d6 plus 2, which is 12 plus 2, which is 14, right?
Which is
and then 28, and then 3d6, which is because I had sneak attack on that. Oops, I didn't know why I rolled it. I just didn't mean to roll that.
That's okay.
3d6, which is 6 times 3, which is 18. So plus 18 plus 24. 30.
26. Yeah.
Yeah. 18 plus
yeah.
24.
So
42 damage.
42. You line up your shot, and this thing's going toe to toe with Harvey. Is not paying attention, and clearly part of it being, like a fungal, weird monstrosity growth, still has like a semblance of a head. that, you would assume makes, decisions and everything. So your shot ends up like whizzing right by Harvey's head just as he's, exchanging some attacks with this thing, and it goes to dodge, but accidentally moves into, like, it's not dodging properly. Like it noticed something flying towards it, went to dodge to the side, but actually lined its head right up with it. Your arrow goes directly into this skull and flies out the back, and it just kind of stops and then falls backward on the ground dead.
Eat that, you son of a bitch.
All right. Okay, so wow. These other two things are still here. So
Are they shocked and scared at all by the fact that their boy just dropped?
oh, you know what? That's actually a good question. I think there's actually, give me one sec.
And does that thing have any bones? I'm sure Shu wants to know.
True, but I don't know what those skulls are from, so.
I mean, the big guy is dead, so you can take one of his bones.
Yeah, so as soon as that thing drops dead, the ones that were clearly under its control just kind of like slump and just they're sitting there catatonic. They're not moving, they're not registering anything, they're just kind of shut down.
That's them.
Sweet.
Looks like the off button was hit.
Question. The ones
Yeah,
that kind of
hole
went
in there
catatonic,
crosses
are they like the beefier boys that would have that carapace armor?
They are not.
Ugh, alright. I just start stabbing them.
Yeah. We can just clean this up and make it easy. They're not moving, so you guys can easily just kind of finish them off at this point. They are dead.
What about me? Am I still fighting the imaginary monsters?
You have them in front of you, so you're still like thinking that there's more fight to be had.
What are we going to do about Birdman over there? He's still swinging at something.
Somebody hit him in his head.
You're gonna have to figure it out, I guess. I mean, I don't have anything that can clear. But is the cloud still hanging there?
It is, but shortly after you guys finish the other things, it starts to dissipate and it's gone.
Well, I'm not going near him. So, when do you guys want to try and wake him up?
Harvey!
I'm not gonna do it.
Harvey, what are you swinging at?
There's just so many myconids. You don't see them all.
There's nothing there, man. There's nothing there. It's the spores. Walk away from the spores. You're Drax right now. You're so Draxed at this moment.
Trump's there. Bet you he's having the time of his life.
That doesn't look very fun to me.
So as you move away, you keep looking over your shoulder, like looking back at the rest of the creatures that you were thinking were still there. And as you're looking over your shoulder, you turn back one more time and then they're gone. There's nothing else there.
Dude, you are swinging for the fences.
Who's the lowest? Who's the lowest health right now?
Yeah.
I'm at 12 out of 32.
Yeah, I didn't lose health.
Actually-
We're out of combat, right?
Yep, we're out of combat.
Done.
I'm not gonna let him touch me.
Huh? What?
Hey, Shu, do you want to have your friends check those faces for anything, artifacts, anything that we might be able to use? That spider looked pretty interesting.
Are you talking about me that you're not gonna let me touch you?
Yeah, Jay, I'm not gonna let you touch me.
Alright, don't. I was gonna heal you, but okay. Die, you son of a bitch!
Look, I just found out that my blood is black, and it does damage to people, so I don't want any magics on me at the moment, because I don't know what they're gonna do.
I was just gonna lay hands on you that literally gives you HP. But okay.
Unless he himself is undead.
No, lay hands does not have anything to do with undead.
I'm not gonna change anything unless my healing comes from sleeping or potions. I'm gonna I appreciate it, but it's okay.
Are they moving?
Is what moving? Sorry?
Are the remaining heads, are they moving or they look approachable?
Some of them are moving, just a few, but at this point, the only one that you identified that had any even like bit of sentience or ability to talk was the drow female. Unfortunately, she was one of the ones who was absorbed into the thing that you were.
But is her spider necklace still there?
Yeah, there's actually a pile in a heap of all kinds of. There's a pile of stuff next to where she was buried. That just looks like a bunch of things that are kind of like just piled in and whatnot.
Harvey, you want to look through that?
Yes, I'm okay with investigating.
Okay. So as you're digging through, you can see that there's actually really good gear here. Whatever this drow was doing was probably part of some sort of like
Jim Jar's there too, by the way.
search party. And if you guys recall, when you first arrived, there was a brief mention of a drow scouting party that had arrived in Neverlight Grove a few days before you. So it's probably likely that this is where this drow came from. Anyways, the things that she had on her person, being a female and also probably the leader of the party, is some pretty good equipment. There is a +2 studded leather armor, a +2 short sword, a bag of holding that has 2 spell scrolls in it, 40 days worth of rations, and 320 silver pieces.
Step aside, Burn Man. Make sure you share because you were just insane over there earlier.
I mean, I was willing to share the rations and stuff like that, or share the items that are there.
Yeah, no. By all means, you can have the rations. I'm talking about the armor and the silver and this spell stuff. You don't really need the spell stuff, right?
No, I guess not. I really don't even understand that stuff. So what about the bag of holding? Can we keep that or like store the items in it?
Yes. So the bag of holding itself is also one of the items that, obviously you guys can keep and figure out what to do with. But inside of it was 40 days worth of rations, 320 silver pieces, and 2 spell scrolls. Yeah, the only thing that wasn't was the magical studded leather armor and the +2 or the magical short sword. That's a +2 short sword.
Short sword is not a finesse weapon, right?
You know what? Let me look that up real quick. I don't believe so.
Can I go ahead and just take the studded leather and toss it over?
It is actually a finesse weapon.
You mind if I take the sword and toss the leather over to a big boy over there? Looks like he could use some armor.
I mean, okay. What about the other stuff?
No, you can have the rations, dude, and the bag. I'm just talking about the short sword. The spells should probably see if myself or Shu can look at them and get some armor to big boy over there. Because I mean, let's face it, his bare chest running around with all this stuff coming at us, not a good idea.
And what about that drow medallion?
That was just something that allowed it's like as far as you can tell, it's just a normal medallion. There's nothing special about it other than some of the time that you guys spent as prisoners of the drow. You just know that drow have an affinity for spiders, and it was probably some sort of like good luck charm. So just at a normal inspection of the item, it just seems to be a normal medallion.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna keep the medallion on me as well.
And I'll take the short sword. Cool.
So what did you guys find? Because
we found some spells here, man. You want to come look at these and see if they're any use to us?
Hell yeah, absolutely.
And that's regular studded leather armor?
It's actually magical leather armor.
Magical leather armor.
Send me the deets on it.
And Drax, I just added that for you to your equipment, I believe.
He knew you was going to struggle.
Listen, I know say nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
And can I get my little magic sword?
Yes.
Drax, are you past an 11 now? Armor class.
I didn't equip it. Did you want me to equip it too?
That's what I'm looking for, to equip it now.
Yeah, if you go into your inventory, you should be able to check the box for it. All right, and Jim Jar, we're getting you a
+2 short sword.
Short sword.
Yes, I am past an 11. I'm 15 now.
Yeah!
I have the short sword added for you, Jim Jar.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Inventory.
And Harvey, I will add the bag of holding for you.
So who got the short sword?
I did.
Who? I got what I needed.
Oh, you already added the bag of holding. Yeah.
And then what about them scrolls, right? What about them scrolls?
Oh, yes. So who has the scrolls?
We handed him to Shu. If he needs help reading them, I can help him read it.
These? No, he won't need any help reading these. One of the scrolls is a scroll of remove curse.
Okay.
Which if you know how to add that to your inventory, feel free. And the other one is a scroll of spider climb.
Okay. Cool.
All right, is everyone good on the inventory and the items and everything?
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
All right, awesome. It's cool.
On the side.
So as you guys are like inspecting the area, going through, finding some really cool stuff, some desperately needed stuff, you can hear sound and movement that is coming from the larger cavern up above you. And let me actually pull that map back up real quick. Up above you, that seems like it's coming from that giant mushroom. Echoes spill from the misty cavern beyond, a cacophony of wheezing voices that rap together like some kind of discordant music. The remaining heads that are planted in the Garden of Welcome begin to croak and groan. almost like they're joining in this weird song. Through the mist that shrouds the smaller cavern, you see the parade of creatures responsible for the melody. Their bodies are only vaguely humanoid, with clusters of luminescent lichen and turnescent growths forming chaotic patterns on their decaying flesh. Their voices stabbing into your minds, both insane and gleeful in equal parts. From rocky bed the toadstool rose, from chaos dark her love she knows. Wish, yearn, laugh, the lady will be wed. Crave, hunger, dance, her joyous spores will spread. Youth is gone, beauty rots. Aramikos and Zugmoy join together, heart to heart, becoming one till death do part. Hail, hail, hail. Well, as you hear that, you start to see pulling around the... Oh, let me pull the map back up, sorry. You start to see creatures marching in your direction, almost like a weird procession. At first you see 4, and then you start to see more filling in behind them.
A lot of fucking people.
We can take them.
I think that's all of them. Oh wait,
That's
no,
enough
it's
slices.
not. That was a good reference.
Guys,
Try to heal you.
we're
You didn't
supposed
want the heals.
we're supposed to come and report that how things are going, and things look pretty fudged.
Things look really bad. We should dip. We should go.
How wide is this opening right here? Is this opening exactly the size?
You're not technically in combat right now. What all that's happening is it seems like some sort of procession, like they're marching. They don't seem at all interested in you guys. So
How
if you're
wide
not-
is this opening? Is this just an opening right here?
I don't know where. Yes.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, I don't think that looks like a lot of people to take on. I think I can either hide or run and tell everyone. I think we need to tell oh boy Basidian that
They're
There's
still
a-
marching in your direction.
there's
We
an
need
army
to
coming in
go.
towards us.
We can talk and walk at the same time. It's dip.
Walking.
Which way are you guys going?
With the way we came out, I'm assuming over here, right?
Okay.
Guys?
What is up there? Is that another path up north?
Yeah.
Shit.
Go
All
to
right.
the other path.
Well, let's.
Up.
Why don't we break into our 2 teams here then?
Okay. All right.
So-
Drax and Jim Jar will head up the northern path,
I'll send Gall with them, and I'll keep Ingress with me.
but we're gonna hide, right? Right, Drax? We're not trying to fight these guys. We're gonna let them see if they go by.
All right. And Harvey and Shu, what are you guys doing?
Let's
Where we
try
going?
and tuck down in like this nook down here, maybe.
Okay. Maybe put you here so you can peek around the corner if you want.
Yeah.
So as you guys kind of quickly split up and kind of get out of the way, this entire procession continues to march, going this direction and continuing to sing the song. They seem completely uninterested in anything that you're doing, and they're just moving along. And as you can see that there's 12 of these.
Curvy
They're
looking ones.
vaguely feminine looking forms, and the other ones that you guys see on the screen marked in the red circles are definitely more like muscular, and like their skeletal structure seems just like different, which is odd because your entire time in Neverlight Grove you've never actually gotten there. There's no such thing as gender or sex in Myconid society. The fact that some of these are exhibiting some female and male gender norms, it's a little odd because that's not how the Myconid society is set up. So as this whole procession is marching by, everyone, your eyes kind of like go dark and like your vision sinks in almost as if you're about to pass out, and then you start to see a vision in your mind. The tableau of a mock wedding is replaced by the vision of the inside of a great tower. Spiraling stairs and balconies are carved into the walls, with the interior lit by phosphorescent patches of mold that's growing in whorls all over the place. In the center of the open space floats a humanoid figure, woman-like in form, but made entirely of fungi and mold. She is easily 3 times the height of the fungal bridesmaids that move up and down the spiraling stairs. And looking at those fungal bridesmaids, they look very much like things that were just marching past you. they croon a strange, soothing song as they weave the substance of the giant figure into delicate lichen veils and a long mycelium train that eerily looks like a bridal gown. And the vision abruptly ends. And as you all like regain your normal vision, the procession that was marching by you has turned back around and gone back up to the large plateau above where you are, where the large mushroom is.
So, quick question: as they're doing that, and they're walking back, right? So now they're going back, that way, right? Towards
Yeah,
that way, right?
yeah.
Hey, Drax, take little Birdman here, and he's just gonna watch your back for a little bit. Yeah, and I want to cast, because I could do this at will, disguise self to look like one of the females.
So as you guys start to have this conversation,
I was thinking
I'm
of
going
that
to
too,
ask
but
all
this
of you to go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save. Ooh.
Wisdom saving throw.
Of what?
You have to beat a 10, so it's nothing crazy, but you also don't want to fail.
5. I got
15.
an 8. I rolled a 5. I got an 8.
Jim Jar got 15.
Okay, we will probably start to figure out what form of madness Drax and Shu are going to have. And I think we'll probably start with Drax, but that's going to have to be when we come back next time.
Good one.